All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button with the heads up to let me know that you appreciate the time and effort I put into these videos. And right after this chart, I have a few ticker symbols to talk about, which were today's home runs. We got one that gave us 10%, another one gave us 5 to 8%, and the home run of the day was 30%. We talk about these daily on the Discord, and while the stock market was red, we're over here looking to maximize profits and minimize losses. So if that's something that interests you, you can check out the link down below to our Discord. The slots are filling up quickly. We have a big group of intelligent and learning investors and smart investors with experience as well. So the community is well diverse and everyone is pointing towards the same direction to learn and grow together and maximize profits and minimize losses. So we're on our way almost to 100 members. We're looking forward to have you join us, and stay tuned right after this chart analysis, because all I'm asking for is 5 minutes of your time so you can see those opportunities. And I have a ticker symbol you may want to add to your watch list towards the end of the video that I had stated if it got closer to $15, it would be interesting, and it's now sitting a little bit below that. So here we are. ZOM Stock, Zomedica Corp. Zomedica Corp has been in a bearish run, and since it broke through $1 and fell below it, it ran back up and it just collapsed, okay? This stock below $1 is near worthless, and a lot of investors may not like to hear that, but if it continues this downward trend in a very subtle or quick fashion like it has been, and revenue does not come through as expected with the Truforma medical device, Zomedica is near not having any type of value to the uptrend. Okay, guys, this needs to get above $1, so this can get closer to obviously $1.50 and then work its way up to from $1.50 to $3 at the highest point, and the midway point of at least $2 and some change, which it's touched before and it's gotten rejected. So the 50-day moving average is 89 cents. Anything below that is bearish. Anything above that is bullish. The bulls need to break through that officially to get back into bullish territory. Now our support here is 82 cents, and if that gets broken through, your next support is down here at 78 cents. You want to see how the bulls are doing within that area. They can bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast? Now our resistance before getting to the 50-day moving average is right here at 87 cents, which is just 1 cent above, and then 2 cents more we get to the 50-day moving average. But this does not signify or guarantee that the bulls have gained control. They need to break through 89 cents. 87 cents is just a stepping stone to get one step closer and continue the momentum if possible, so that the bulls can reach newer highs and new resistance levels. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Smash that like button to let me know you watched this video. It helps out the YouTube channel with the YouTube algorithm and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into these videos. And guys, let's jump right into the home runs we hit this morning over at the Discord. Keep in mind the links are down below in the description, and you'll also gain access to my weekly watch list, just like one of the stocks that I'm going to mention right after everything. That is one of the weekly watch list stocks from the last week or two ago. But I mentioned it earlier this month, and we were looking for it to get to $15. It broke through that. The opportunities are becoming bigger. Do your research and do your due diligence. It's not financial advice. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on opportunities we may be overlooking. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I want you guys to add to your watch list is one that I've talked about since last week, and I've been talking about it several times actually for almost 2 weeks now. And I want you guys to add this to your watch list. But before we jump into it, I want you guys to be aware of what's going on in the Invest for Tomorrow community over at the Discord, over at the Patreon. And while the ticker symbols were going down, right, overall in people's watch lists and people's portfolios, and even the S&P 500, while it was down 0.64%, we're over here making 5 to 10% on these days. So while the market's going down, I'm always going to look for the opportunities for us to make money no matter what. We're here to maximize profits and minimize losses, okay? So I'm going to talk about the littlest move, and then we're going to talk about the bigger moves of the day. So this is one that I mentioned, and it was CLNE pretty early in the morning, right? And CLNE was at 13.55. So we caught this one right on a dip here, right? Around this area. That was its lowest point right there. And it ran up to a high, right? A few minutes after to an hour of 14.26. So this one gave us nearly 5 to 8%. And that's what we look for, right? In the pre-market. The rest of the day, this was terrible, right? This got destroyed. But that was what we were looking for on the news that came out. And a lot of investors that have been in it before were going to get out. And not only that, you got to think about the investor sentiment of investors that have been in this since way back here. And even before that, they said, you know what? I'm going to lock in profits or cut my losses and lose a little bit less. So that's why we've took a big hit here for the stock. Now, long term, you got to do some research to see if there's opportunity here. But what we worried about was those 5 to 10%. Now, here's our other home run of the day. So CLOV, okay? CLOV, it was actually sitting close to $9. And I stated, you know, it was a lot better to catch this at $7 when I first talked about it. I talked about it last week. I talked about it for the weekly watch list stocks. So if that's something that you're interested and you want to know the weekly watch list that I'm always watching for long-term and swing trade opportunity, you can join us at the Patreon and you'll gain access to the Discord to know the daily watching stocks. So Clove, we went ahead and talked about Clove, and Clove was acting very, very bullish early in the morning when I first talked about it. I talked about it at the point where it was sitting close to, I'd say 9 and some change, right? And it was early in the morning and it was pulling back, right? It had kind of pulled itself up, pulling back to 930s. It ran back up to 973. So that 40-cent jump wasn't going to give us much, right? So I told everyone, you know, watch these towards the bell so that we know what's the real movement. Watch them towards the bell so we can see which volume they're getting to understand the stock's direction. So it actually ran a little bit. So if you caught it at the low here of 938, 936, it ran up, came back down. It hit a low here of 951 and took off to 986. So it gave us like 50 cents there. So that was around, I'd say 3 to 5% if you caught it around that area. And if you were able to stomach the volatility, or if you didn't catch in before and you let it drop a little bit and you caught it at 918, this ran up to 1050, okay? Just to round it down in just a matter of minutes. This right here was a total jump of 10+%, almost 15%. But let's talk about the home run of the day, okay? And I talked about AMBO. It's another stock picking up volume, and it got a lot of news with Amazon partnership. And I was talking about how these penny stocks were bumping today because not only was AMBO running because of Amazon, but also CLNE had jumped because of that. Now, it's currently sitting at 246, needs more volume. And as I was typing, it was slightly passing the 1 million in volume, which is what we like to look for. And that doesn't always guarantee anything, but it was a start, right? That was getting us to understand what's up. So we caught this one at 236, okay? So this dipped after a run, it dipped and it pulled back, right? Right here to lows of 242. So we caught this way back here, okay? Back at this moment. So we caught it at the best dip and we rode it. And right there in just a matter of minutes, it gave us more than enough. Like in the pre-market. I'm not even kidding. Right there from that point forward, there was a big opportunity. And it pulled back into the opening of the market close to 237. And it took off to 289, right? That's all we look for. 10 to 20%. This stock gave us more than 10% on that jump. And at the high of the day, it gave us beyond our expectations, okay? Way past 20%. And here are some results of one of the investors. And this is where we post our profits. And I'm going to zoom these in just a moment. And this was the day trades of AMBO, thanks to Invest for Tomorrow. So to that investor, thank you for pointing that out, giving credit where it's due. But I'm going to give credit to you because you hit a home run today, and that is what we're looking for. That's what I want everyone to do with these positions. So this person went ahead and bought at $3,300 and sold at $3,600. $300 right there. Bought back in at $1,500 and sold at $4,000. So that right there was a total amount just between those two of almost $800. Okay. And then we have another one here that gave another $300. This was $1,000 in one day in a matter of an hour or two at 1,200 and sold at 1,500. Now, am I guaranteeing these results every single time? No. But what we look for is 10 to 20% to maximize profits, minimize losses. And if this is something that interests you, you can join us over at the Patreon and the Discord. The links are down below, and we look forward to have you join us. The slots are filling up quickly, guys. I do want you guys to be aware of that. We're on our way to 100 members, and I look forward to you guys joining us. And I have a series to equip you guys and prepare you guys to become better traders at maximizing profits, minimizing losses, and we're out here making money while the market is red. So what's the stock I want you guys to add to your watch list? So this stock has been beaten down really hard, okay? When I first talked about it, I stated that this could fall closer to $15, and if it did, it was going to present itself as an opportunity, okay? I went ahead and talked about that almost a week ago. I mentioned it again, and for the last 2-3 weeks, I've talked about this one, and this is way below where I mentioned, and Kathy Wood loads up on this one. There's a lot of institutional ownership going up, and this stock will be one of those that's set to explode in the long term. So SKLZ, I definitely recommend doing your research, doing your due diligence, and when you're playing this one, you got to know you're investing in the future, right? This is a new technology that's going to roll out to be more enhanced. So it's basically bringing the past to the present and turning it into the future, because there's going to be like betting on there and stuff, playing games that we know since our Nokia phones and since way back when we used to not even have touchscreen phones, like regular phones, playing bowling, solitaire, things that you would play on the computer. And they're looking to expand. So this is a stock to do your research and understand as much as you can at these levels, because the opportunities are endless. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get your returns right away, but this could possibly be a swing trade for the next several months, or it could be a long-term play for the next year or two as this company grows. I mean, the company does have to grow. They have some work to do, but like I said, you're investing in the future when you invest in skills, SKLZ. This is definitely a stock you want to add to your watch list. If you want to see the full weekly watch list that I just posted this weekend, join us. The links are down below. I look forward to have you guys join us. We have an incredible group of smart and intelligent investors over at the Patreon and Discord, and you are able to become part of that as well. We look forward to have you join us. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.